Once you start Cassandra, you want to come and ensure that Cassandra has connected to LDAP, and so you want to make sure that initializing LDAP and you actually see information where it actually connects to your server where LDAP is running on that port. Once you see this in the file system log, then you know that the server is running and you are A-OK to proceed. Alright, so what we are going to see in addition to this is we're going to look at the logs that are running from OpenLDAP, and we're going to, every time someone tries to log in, it's going to print out a set of data that will allow us to map what's going on. Okay, so on that note, first things first, we're going to go see and have a look at the setup, what has been done in terms of roles defined in Cassandra itself. So we're going to log in as the Cassandra user, and we see that, and so now we can say list roles, and when we did that, you no doubt noticed that this changed and there was output filled out here. We see that it got the Slytherin user, user Severus, and in fact if we go back it may have additional searches it did as well, roles for user RMW, Gryffindor, etc. So it went ahead and queried the server for additional information, and this being LDAP server, and brought us this information here. So we've got this, great. You notice that Severus is the only one that can log in, while the others are not defined as roles over here, so they have to be members of groups that can then log in. So now that we understand this, and in fact let's see, list roles of we see that the role associated with Gryffindor, there's just one, there's nothing special there being done. With Slytherin we would expect the same as well. But with Severus we see that indeed there is a role for him as we expected, and there's an association with Slytherin that was pulled from LDAP, and we saw that in the LDAP setup as well earlier in an earlier video. Okay, so now let's see all of this in action.